Shadows in the sky, footsteps in the night behind me, targets in their sight, running out of light to save me. You say your last good night while I keep getting by.
For as long as I can remember, I've been on the move, and travel has been my main source of inspiration and resilience. It's where I feel at home and where I feel most free. In a way, I feel cancer came to tell me, honor the explorer in you. Stay true to that essence.
El Cerro Chirripó es el punto más alto de Costa Rica, con 3.821 metros sobre el nivel del mar. Es uno de esos raros lugares del mundo desde donde se pueden ver dos océanos a la vez, el Atlántico y el Pacífico. Y es casi un peregrinaje para miles de ticos y ticas que buscan subirlo, aunque sea una vez en sus vidas. Primeros pasos de la caminada, lo que le llaman el termómetro de Durán, para sentir el ácido.
Mandarse a hacer cosas que uno creía que no podía hacer es increíblemente gratificante.
Que lo cuento.
I was diagnosed 3 months before my wedding. That night, I remember telling Sebas that if he wanted out, I'd understand. Clearly, this was not what he had signed up for. But he insisted that it was exactly what he had signed up for, and said we would go through this together as a team. The next day, he bought me a small tree as a reminder that as the tree grows bigger, my tumor will become smaller. It will remind us every day that you're getting better.
Lo que jamás me imaginé es que esa mujer que conocí en Par Arenas, de Escazú, con quien hablé sin parar hasta que nos echaran, se convertiría en mi gran amor, mi mejor amiga, mi cómplice y mi mayor maestra.
There's a saying we always tell those who we bring to the mountains. The summit is but a whim. Every peak is internal.
Siento que no puedo. Igual le estoy dando. Estamos en el páramo.
Lloviendo, cagados de frío. Día 2. Comienza 3 de la mañana. Listos.
Invocando esperanza.
Invocando esperanza.
One of my holistic doctors told me this. He said, in order to live, something inside you has to die. And those words really marked me. I started giving myself permission to think about my life in completely new ways, like a blank canvas. And I had the support of Sebas to paint that canvas or imagine that canvas any way that I wanted, any way that would allow me to change myself or to change my life so that I could heal.
Sube las dos piernitas.
Llegaron los resultados antes.
Cris. Respira, respira, respira.
Lately, I've been having this feeling like time is not linear. Some things that are happening now, I can already feel in my past, or I sense knowing them in the future. Other moments feel eternal. We have the power to turn the hardest things into something meaningful. We are the stories we tell ourselves, so we can re-signify cancer and make it something meaningful. So instead of saying I'm too young to have cancer, I can choose to believe that I have never been better equipped to deal with this than now. Instead of thinking that cancer is limiting my life, I can change my perspective to cancer is opening windows and doors, allowing for things that would have never happened otherwise. Tell me up to me.
Sí, es normal.
All of this has felt like a spiritual awakening. The disease was just the vehicle.
And talk to me about Sebas.
You can still do beautiful things with cancer. You can get married with cancer. You can climb up mountain peaks with cancer. You can get closer than you ever thought possible to your family and friends with cancer. You can fall in love even deeper with your partner because of cancer. Life can be beautiful even with cancer.
Que la empatía puede transformar el mundo.
Everything is possible.
Yeah. Me too.
Como hora y media a la cima del Chirripó y a Cris le dio una migraña súper fuerte. Está pasando realmente mal.
Aquí llegando al San Juan a recoger a Chris de la última sesión de quimio. Muy feliz, la verdad, y agradecido. Mascarita lista. Y qué proceso, qué viaje, pero qué emoción terminar. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
May 5th, 2020, my last day of chemo, in the middle of a pandemic. What a surreal adventure that was.
Sí, hoy fue raro porque todo estaba como normal, todo el mundo haciendo sus rondas y sus cosas y yo sentía, este es mi último día, solo me faltan 3 horas, luego solo me faltan 2 horas, esta es mi última apuesta y era como que tenía este gran secreto, una explosión de celebración en mi interior, aunque todo parecía estar normal.
4 months later, on September 2nd, I was declared cancer-free, and I wanted to celebrate. 2 years ago, I'd climbed Chirripó for the first time, without knowing I had cancer then. So when Sebas proposed we go back to the mountain to close the circle, it felt like a symbolic pilgrimage to close this chapter and transition to my new life. This time we would ascend through the harder, more exposed Uram route. I'd lie if I said I wasn't nervous. I still had side effects like swollen ankles and an involuntary twitch in my eye. But knowing I'd be there with Sebas, I knew I'd be protected. And I also knew that when I think I'm not strong enough to do something, I often prove myself wrong. How do I feel today? I feel empowered, hungry for life, excited about what's happening now and what is yet to come. And I feel physically and emotionally strong again. I feel resilient.
I used to hear a simple song. That was until you came along. Now in its place is something new. I hear it when I look at you. With simple songs I wanted more. Perfection is so quick to bore. You are more beautiful by far. Our flaws are who